would a developer expect? Is it fun events? Will that keep them attracted? Or is it a matter of running competitions? Or is it a matter of how do you strategize this? How do you come up with a format which will keep them attracted? Because they have a limited time to spend on certain things. How do you keep their attention going? They have a lot of distractions. How do you actually sustain this process? Some insights.
There are a lot of things to do. Now, there are regular hackathons which we can do where you get the community into one place and let them code for 48 hours, give food infrastructure, internet access, help, both coding and marketing help, and let them succeed. As Dinesh mentioned, operators should strive to make the community successful, right? Then eventually operator will become successful. Then what we have seen is like regional meetups where developers get together and have their own meetups where they organize something on their own, but operators can also assist organizing those kind of events.
I think adding to that also, I think it's also for a developer there must be a lot of self-service areas in the sense you develop SDKs, your simulators, being able to kind of blogs that frequently ask questions. So you build that whole ecosystem through that, and then you complement it also through the hackathons and the workshops, the meetups, so that you actually it's important to operators to kind of have this whole thing because their people will be doing it very, very differently, in that. But the most important thing is you have to nurture the developers at that early stage till they make their first $1,000, till they make their next $1,000. So once that happens, then they will on their own will go and spread the word,
Right, and I think it's indeed about people and technology. So the technology must be easy to use for the developers. So that is your point of self-service, but it is also the entire life cycle of creating a service, testing a service, bringing it into run. Yes. So and then also being supported on the people side by how do I do this? Yes. So how did you do this? So this kind of interaction which is taking place. Oh, I have a new cool service. I can do this better. This kind of interaction which is taking place, for example, in hackathon. I think it's people and technology which is important.
And I think it's a valid point because when you build it right, developers might not actually go into competing mode, but they will complement and handhold and help each other if you get it right. Because it's a very different dynamic. It's not all about money in developers' case at times.
Yeah. No, it's not all about money, but at the same time, their creativity is actually very different. So you may have a similar 10 applications developed by 10 developers, but maybe similar. But for the user experience may be different. So all 10 may succeed. So earlier, when you didn't have a developer communities, it was only one app that was decided by the operator. This is all we are going to do. So if you think about when there is joke of the day, there's only one joke of the day. Now the platforms that we are running, maybe there's about 30 or 30, 40 jokes of the day applications. And depending on my taste, on my things, I may subscribe to one or two.
Because when innovation is only limited to operator, it's like 30-year-olds and 40-year-olds sitting together and designing applications for 18-year-olds. Without even knowing the mind and how it works. So that is where if you open it up and let the 18-year-old do it himself, probably
you will get a completely different outset.